Welcome to the 12th episode of the Marketing Talks podcast. This podcast has been created to support and empower the Marketing Talks community. And today we have a very special, awesome guest who is Hossan Al Saeed from Nissan.
Thank you.
And of course, my awesome co-host, ex-colleague and current friend, Badr Shaheen.
Current friend.
Who also co-hosted one of the episodes before with me. Yes. I realized, as a car enthusiast, yalla, why don't you come and have this beautiful conversation
Makes
together?
Sense.
So أهلا وسهلا فيكم.
Lovely.
Thank you for joining us. I know you have a very tight schedule.
Thank you.
يعطيك ألف عافية.
الله يعافيك. Thank you.
أول شيء بدي بلش ببريف انتروز. خلي بدر يبلش. بدر خبرنا هيك على السريع عن حالك. معك ثانية.
معي بدر.
I'm بدر.
So I'm Badr. I've been in marketing for about 15 years. Started in advertising and then I moved into automotive, which is where we're going to talk tonight.
Yes.
And then I moved into tech for the past 8 years. And I'm based in Dubai.
برافو. And حسام.
Okay.
بدنا تخبرنا أنت معك أكتر من ثانية.
إيه لا بسيطة. My story is a bit fun. أنا حسام السعيد. I'm the general manager of marketing for Nissan in the Middle East. I've been with Nissan for the past 10 years.
ما شاء الله.
كل my career has been in the automotive. So and actually it's beyond my career. So since childhood أنا خلقت بمصر يعني مولود في مصر بس عشت حياتي كلها في السعودية. So I grew up in Saudi Arabia and in Jeddah.
High five.
Yeah, okay. So we are both
Jeddah
kids.
Which school did you go to?
Exactly. And between Jeddah and Riyadh. So in Jeddah, I ended up in Hijaz school. But then I went for my high school in Egypt and continued my studies.
Okay.
But the cool story behind that is my dad has been in the industry as well for 34 years.
Wow.
So my dad, he retired. Exactly, it runs in the family. Even my brother, I can't say he's a commercial photographer anymore. He works in like lots of creative stuff about
and it's all automotive.
Exactly.
Wow. So it runs in the blood.
It runs in the blood.
Technically I'm not into automotive per se as a career.
You have two of them here.
It runs in my blood as well because my dad is a car mechanic. BMW expert.
And
of course we have people who work in the industry وكذا وكيف يعني كمان يعني kind of I understand where you come from.
Perfect.
بس أنا نفسي يعني كتير منيح مني إني بعرف أعبي بنزين.
That's all you need these days.
Exactly.
With technology.
We'll see about that in the future. Maybe
don't need. أصلاً بدنا نعبي بنزين in the future. طيب حسام كنت عم تخبرنا يعني قبل about your experience بالautomotive which ما شاء الله عليك يعني مبين إنه you know well what you're talking about what you're doing. Today الحلقة نحن عم نحكي أكتر عن الماركتينج لأنه this show is about marketing.
Yes.
وعملنا كتير حلقات من قبل about different topics related to marketing. حكينا عن content, حكينا عن gifting, حكينا عن content creation بالعربي, حكينا عن brand versus marketing. بس what is the difference between automotive marketing and other types of marketing?
It's a very good question and I love it. I'll tell you why. And personally, I'm a big believer in automotive is when you buy a car, it's your second biggest investment in your life after your home. And guess what? You buy a home, next day you don't know what happens. It appreciates. A car is a car, eventually going to depreciate the moment you walk out. So for me to be able to convince a customer that my product and my brand meets the needs and who you are as a customer, I love that. And I personally, I'm a big believer in that. And one of the things that I really work on is to make the people feel that I'm buying into a brand, not just buying a product.
Not buying أربع دواليب.
Exact, at all.
Basically.
At all.
Oh wow, this is very
وشايفين كتير أربع دواليب في الشوارع اليومين دول.
إيه. خاصة with the new
that.
brands coming from different countries وكذا هيك يعني أكيد صار في كتير competitors بالماركت.
Which is good for us.
Which is good for you. Exactly. طيب بدر أنت you had a question.
Yeah, speaking of all these different brands now in this region now we're seeing maybe like a rise of Chinese brands and a rise of other sort of sub-brands kind of popping up every single day. So how does that make your job harder or easier?
It makes it more interesting.
Okay.
If I would like to tackle it, I think that the best part about it is the fact that when you get competition, it makes you work harder to please your customers.
Mm-hmm.
Work harder in terms of the product side to make sure that you have the right product. Luckily, we just celebrated 90 years, so we know
MashaAllah.
that we know that very well. We know exactly. We have that off our shoulders. زي ما بدر بيقول. I think in الكويس في الموضوع إن Nissan has been there for 90 years, and I think that we do that very well. But the other side of the story is that there is other options. So here is where you need to build on the legacy that you've had within your market. Again, the future. We are an innovative brand. We've been always innovative. I'll give you a few trivia points. مثلا أول شركة في العالم that the first company ever in the world that did the 4 cameras, the 360-degree cameras is Nissan.
Oh, really?
Exactly. And lots of other innovations like keyless entry and so on and so forth. So we've been always innovative. Nice. And I think that this is an edge that you need to work on from a product standpoint. But what's also very important is how you link yourself as a brand with the people in every place that you're selling your product.
Yeah.
And that's
This is excellent. This is part of the culture.
Exactly.
طيب.
Nissan is
part of the culture.
Nissan is definitely part of the culture, right?
In the GCC, at least.
100%. And we're very proud about that.
What would be your halo product?
No. Lineup.
ما في halo product.
I can't say, okay, I'll tell you, I'll be very frank with you. هنقول مثلا احنا we say even us internally at Nissan we've seen the buzz with the new Nissan Patrol, right? We always say that it's not a car, it's a culture, right? We believe in that, right? We really believe in that. But كمان at the same time the reality is it's not only Patrol.
Okay.
If I look at GTR,
All right.
wow, right? The Nissan Z.
GT.
Exactly, صح? The Ultima,
Yes.
Sunny. So even the Murano that we
I'm driving a Sunny.
Here you go. Here you go.
But I used to own a Micra.
Here you go. Another one. So all of our cars had a distinctive role within the culture and the communities all around, not only GCC but all the different places around the world. يعني حتى لو رحنا Mexico or whatsoever.
Yes.
Around the world, Japan, of course, it's part of the culture, and this is something we really want.
Even the Pathfinder back in the day when it was like a serious off-roader, it has its
exactly.
نعرف انه globally في challenges in general. طبعا كل شيء عم بيصير بالعالم، التغييرات، التارفس، الجنون اللي عم بيصير او الحروب وكل شيء، فاكيد الاوتوموتيف اندستري عالميا تاثر. هلا in different aspects of course including the rise of technology and EV and هلا بنحكي ببوينت ال EV والتكنولوجي. بس انا هلا عندي سؤال لإلك. How is Nissan doing in the GCC region regardless of everything that's been happening in the world? أول شيء لأنه نحن نعرف إنه ال GCC الحمد لله نحن we're the most stable region
at
the moment.
Very true.
How is Nissan doing in that sense from a brand perspective, from a relation to the culture اللي كنا عم نحكي هلا عنها و in general كمان؟
Okay, so honestly, I don't think it's just now or this past year or 2 years. I think and I personally think that I'm lucky as a marketeer that I've witnessed this all since 2019.
with the shortages.
With the shortages and the COVID and 2020, with the whole shutdown of the world, we were the only brand that we asked the people to stay at home. We were the only as an automotive brand.
As a company for your staff, for your
the
team.
customers.
The customer.
We were that daring, and that runs in our DNA. So we have a motto that, and it's not a marketing tagline. It's a belief. It's a mindset that we live, and we want our customers to believe that we say that we defy ordinary. We enable the people to push the boundaries of excitement.
وش التاجلاين هاي بالعربي؟
تحدى المألوف.
I love it.
صح؟ فإحنا بنحب إن إحنا نتحدى المألوف. So for us, it has been. I don't want to say a roller coaster. I think it's a fun ride. We enjoyed.
It's a fun coaster.
It's a fun coaster. And I think that we've managed to really get out of it in the best ever
How did
way.
you do that? كيف كان الناريتيف؟ شو كان الكامبينز؟
محتاجين 3 4 5 episodes تنخلص. بس I'll tell you few things that we've managed. أولا, we're lucky to work with great partners across GCC. Most of our partners have been with us as Nissan for more than 50 years. And that is something that's not.
When you say partners, you mean
our dealers and distributors all across the region. So this is one of the key success reasons is we work together as one team to deliver the brand message to the customers and the products on ground.
Yeah.
The second thing, it's Nissan, right? So it's the moment you say it, lots of things come to your mind, right? The desert, the fun rides with your friends, all of those cool things that you would see only from a Japanese brand, only with Nissan. And Nissan is very well known about it. Then add to it another thing that I'm personally very proud of, which was the digitalization. We worked on digitally enabling the customer journey.
Okay.
Which means, and then we've really focused that we don't take you off the showroom, which unfortunately some brands have been very pushy toward it.
Yeah.
No, I just want to enable your journey. You want to start online, in the middle go offline, test drive a car. It's a big investment. We want you to be behind our wheel to see the difference. You then go back online, continue your research, and then you want to continue over the phone. So whatever the journey that you're going with, we would like to really focus on ensuring that you have this as a digitally enabled journey. And I'm very confident to say that we have one of the best, if not the best, digital experience that is offered to our customers in the region.
This is very
against
nice.
even luxury and premium brands.
I find it interesting when a brand really pushes the digital part and wants to just do things on digital. And you're buying a physical product. You want to sit in it, smell it, see how it starts, how it honks, you know, how the steering feels.
How the steering feels.
Exactly. It's like there's a whole content today about ASMR, you know, how the buttons click. And it's unusual for me to just buy a car.
It's going to stay with you for a long time.
Like I'm buying a phone, you know?
100%, 100%, 100%.
So would you say your strategy is more omni-channel in that sense?
Big time, big time. And purely focused on our customers to ensure that they get what they want.
ولاحظت كمان سوري قطعتك لاحظت كمان في كتير بارت موضوع السيفتي يعني في a post that I saw actually recently by a content creator that worked with you guys and how she highlighted that she's a mother driving a Patrol not for the sake that a Patrol is usually positioned أو يمكن أكتر recognized as سيارة صحراء أو سيارة شباب هي she made it more the story إنه I want safety for my children and I want to be safe myself لحتى لي كمان
I don't know if you know it or no, but it was just rewarded as the safest big SUV in US like last week.
بدر شو عندك question?
Maybe I was going to ask about an innovation that happened in marketing or in the customer experience over the past, maybe let's say 5 years, something that you would want to share with us. Like a really
I'll
good
tell you
example.
success and failures. I think one of the biggest failures that I really hated, it was the fact of having a virtual showroom.
Okay.
We did it as well, huh?
Okay.
So don't get me wrong.
It was a thing, yeah.
It was a thing, right? You go into a showroom, try to roam around, see it in 360. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm not selling you a poster, I'm selling you a car. I would love to give you the full-on experience on digital, but I really want you to put your hands, as you rightfully said, behind the steering wheel. You go on the roads, you check every possible pothole. Luckily, when in Dubai, we barely get those, but you need to check every possible thing. Go on the highway, check the safety of the vehicle, experience it, smell it.
أي ريحة أنا بالنسبة لي ريحة سيارة جديدة
It's an art, by the way. We have smell engineers. We have people who smell the car. So all of this thing, and I'm not saying like again, we cannot just brag, but in reality, car brands really work hard, especially the big ones that has been there for many years. They really work hard to ensure that whatever is delivered to the customer is something that they think every day I invested my money in the right place.
حتى sometimes the stitching
طبعا
تبع الكراسي the way how convenient it is to maneuver around the
الكرسي اللي احنا قاعدين عليه ده شايفه هنا soft material, right? So when you're sitting in a car, they really ensure that every possible place that you would touch with your hand is as soft as possible and cushiony as possible to give you that feeling that I'm in a lounge.
Comfortable,
So Nissan works a lot on the P of the marketing piece.
One of them, we focus on the P. But I think eventually it's a full-on 360.
Of course, أكيد.
من the moment you go into the showroom, you continue your journey online that you started online. I give a very, very fun fact. I think we're doing a casual chat. But مثلا حاجة من الحاجات that I used to hate since my childhood. And actually when I grew up and digital started to go much more, is the fact that a customer would spend 2-3 months researching a vehicle until they end up into a showroom.
Yes.
How bad is it that you would land in a showroom, you come in, hi, what's your name? And I know nothing about the past 3 months, the sleepless nights, to make sure that I'm going to choose the right car.
So it's an investment.
It's That's a thing. For connecting all the data of whatever you've done online, and بدل ما أسأل بس what's your name, I ask, could I have your mobile number? I pull out all the possible
full,
information.
yeah.
وأكمل معاك الجيرني أو أكمل معاك الجيرني that you started online is a key point linking between the marketing and the product. لأن ممكن يبقى عندي good product وعندي good marketing بس في النص
you show up to the showroom ما حدا
Customer
بيطلع عليك
customer
أصلاً.
experience goes down. Good luck.
Which is often actually the Achilles heel يعني, of
Exactly.
most brand automotive
Exactly.
brand experiences, because like you said, it's very non-linear. You go back and forth, you call the call center, you download the brochure, you go to the
probably go
showroom,
check different showrooms as well.
and then you show up and nobody looks at you.
Well,
Sometimes,
exactly. That's a killer for sure. أنا بحكي إنه يعني we're going into a good experience وكذا كذا كذا. But I just want to go make sure that hi Badr, how are you? You were looking for X car, X color. Guess what? We have the car ready for you. Let's go for a test drive. As simple as that.
That only relies on the customer giving the information up front. That's another
thing. That's luckily in
We're
the
getting
GCC,
there.
by the way, the GCC customers, and this is something that's important, Kaman. The GCC customers are really open to share their interests.
The family needs, for example,
Exactly.
why they need the car,
in comparison
how's
to
their
other,
habit.
exactly.
In comparison to different cultures.
To different cultures. In Europe, in US, it's much more restricted.
طيب I want to deep dive شوي أكتر عن the relationship between Nissan and the culture and the GCC أو العالم العربي إجمالا بس أكتر شيء عن ال GCC لأنه نحن هلا هون بالخليج. Plus the target audience probably is going to be watching us from this region. قديش أنتوا related قديش in depth قديش عم بتفوتوا يعني مثلا في other automotive brands أو other brands in general they have like small things or small groups of their own or cults as we call them or whatever. How far are you into that? Are you into something like this ولا عم تعملوا شيء ولا في شيء مثل نيسان كلوب أو كذا أو هيك؟
It's not about the club. It's about supporting those communities. I like to call them communities more than cults. I think that it's a community that has a certain shared values, beliefs, interests
for sure.
right. off-roading مثلا
نحن نطلع على الصحراء نحن نطلع على الجبل أو
off-roading أو حتى racing يعني we have as well we have on the Z or on the GTR Sylvia back in the days all of those cars we have those interests and we like to support them and we've been in multiple of those we've been in car park drift we've been into rally حائل in Saudi for many years
you were telling us about something بحائل
exactly so
شو قصة الراونداباut؟
كان it was a fun thing إن أول مرة أزور حائل which is a beautiful city it's very calm and أهلها رائعين يعني and the first thing I was shown it was like تعرف دوار نيسان كان في دوار وقتها وأكبر دوار it was دوار نيسان وحاطين نيسان باترول كانت وقتها good مثلا 10 years ago
واو بس قد ايه حلو هيك إنه قديش أنتوا you related to the culture that في دوار بالمدينة اسمه دوار نيسان
ومش نيسان اللي عمله it was the people يعني
it wasn't even a brand
it was
stunt.
not a branded
it's not a brand stunt no
not a sponsored
it's
thing
love
That's so
it's
واو
love. وكمان بعرف انه انتم بتكونوا بليوا او بهول الاكتيفيتيز الاوف رودينج وهيك شو بيكون دوركم بهيك قصص
ليوا ليها كمان وضع خاص لان ليوا هي المكان اللي بيتجمع فيه كل محبين الاوف رودينج وبنشوف قد ايه الانثوزيازم اللي بيبقى موجود فيه so if I look at those people and how they go they spend days in the desert just going dune bashing going full on performance etc فحتى الاوف رود فيه كتير ليفلز فيه who would like to take his family for a nice picnic أو goes like super full tuned and luckily we've been managing to do on both fronts يعني you want to go for a nice
from hardcore to just an entry level enthusiast
to driving a Micra in the city
or in the desert
لا تخيل أنا سايقة Micra بالديزرت ما كنت تحملوها
فيها DNA it's fine has the DNA
أو منعدلها مركبها بالإيدك بعد نرفعها شوي
exactly دي فليت التاير بس
by the way يعني مش ما إلها علاقة I swear this is not a sponsored thing but I loved driving the Micra I had it in Jordan and he knows عمان streets are up and down وتلج وشتا بتصير كتير وهيك يعني 3 years تقريبا I had the car I did not have a single problem with it وأنا طبعا I'm coming from a different car brand family إنه my dad works in a different car brand فإنه كان بدي إنه سيارة تانية بس إنه اشتريت هيدي it was very convenient and very high ما شاء الله يخزي العين ما شاء الله يخزي العين الطلعة النزلة الدعم الكويع روح دتسي وصل فيه على عجلون وصلت فيه على كل محل بعمان يعني
النيسان بحكيش أخ هذا حلاوته ما
ايه
بحكي أخ.
honestly حتى in Dubai I was driving it for
as
a
long as
while.
انه يعني بتصونه كويس بيحترمك وبيعيش
صحيح.
معك
إيه.
نص مليون كيلو عادي ما
اقول له احنا عملنا كامبين ريسنتلي حلوه قوي كانت it was very fun. عملنا دايما اسال ليش.
اسأل ليش؟
إيه.
ايه
Always keep asking why. And it was a very fun campaign for, given we're speaking marketing and the marketing team did it. It was to stop buying fake parts.
oh nice.
It was to raise the awareness. لما تلاقي حاجة that is super super cheap in a shady garage that you don't know the background, etc., ask why. And there was a fun stories always happening. A guy that his grandma was traveling وبعدين عمل حادثة and she missed the flight. She go with the parachute. It's the whole story. Hey, I'll share it with you
based on
guys.
insights
It's
يعني.
based on.
ابعتلنا إياها.
Hey, it's very fun. I think and it's very important كمان to always, as you rightfully said, make sure that your car is properly maintained. It will respect you. It will give you all the mileage of.
You know,
fun you want.
coming from the industry, I guess spare parts marketing was the hardest to get right because you're either too, you know, corporate and bland,
100%.
or like you have to really like.
Oh, unfortunately, it's that side.
It's-
When we were looking into the whole industry of parts advertisement, it was super boring. Like it's this table, which is very beautiful.
It's a very functional,
You put oil,
messaging,
battery, and wiper blade. You put
عرض
a
خاص.
tactical offer. Thank you. عرض خاص. And this is parts marketing.
هلا صراحة for someone like me إنه أنا ما بفهم بهدول التفاصيل كلها وما بعرف إمتى
Here you
لازم
go.
أعمل كذا ولازم أعمل كذا. I wouldn't.
Here you go. بس you would link لو شفتي a fun social story about a guy who missed his grandma's trip, made an accident لأنه كان حاطط fake part.
أكيد طبعا أكيد.
لأن في story.
It would be a reminder forever.
لا ما راح أروح صلح السيارة إلا عند الأكتوال.
عند حد
الوكيل.
بس حد يكون موثوق. احنا كمان عندنا نتورك محترمه بنشتغل معاها. So all of this is something that you really need to work on. and مش احنا بس
كمان you need to support your partners at the end of the day يعني.
Exactly.
والسوق مليان فيكس كمان.
Exactly.
هون وبالسعودية.
كل حتة. I would
مكان.
يعني it's surprisingly big in even other markets we're seeing.
طيب, I want to ask you about a special campaign that you worked on back in the time لما سمحوا للنسوان يسوقوا بالسعودية. ليه كيف انبسط؟
She drives.
لا أقول لك ليه. أنا
أكيد.
كبنت خلقت وعشت بالسعودية كل حياتي. The fact that I could not drive my entire life. أنا أول driving license طلعته وأنا بعمان من عمر 26 سنة. Literally I was 26. So even بعد my work with Lee Bernat يعني
أنا بسوق من عمري 15.
I did not drive. وبعدين the fact that this happened أكيد كتير غير part من الكولتشر وغير كتير فتح مجالات للبنات في السعودية ليعملوا قصص تانية. كيف you empowered women through that campaign?
It was so intense in a beautiful way. I will give you the moment it was announced. Us with the agency, we sat together and within like less than.
كنتوا عارفين قبل إنه في
طبعا لا
announcement طالع من الدولة؟
أبدا والله أبدا. بس the reality in 45 minutes, our creative team came up with a license plate that looks like the Saudi license plate ومكتوب عليها بنت 2018. Here you go. Girl GRL 2018.
لأنه
And it's the most
exactly
ثلاث أحرف في الأرقام. And it was super creative that it went super viral. You go into shops, you see caps, t-shirts everywhere. أنا personally متصور. Of course my management and luckily my boss he's been my boss for the past 10 years. Abdulillah. We've been like what? And it's on the newspaper, CNN. Name it, like the big global BBC.
People picked on it.
It was
media picked it up.
Viral cultural moment.
And proper viral cultural moment. وبعدين حسينا إن the responsibility is bigger. So how can we turn that into action? So what we've done is within 6-7 months we came up لأن كان الannouncement إن بعديها بشوية I think سنة
إنه رح يسمحوا.
هيسمحوا. فاللي طلعنا بيه كانت كامبين حلوة جدا و very human. It has nothing to do with the cars of Nissan. It has to do with Nissan. فNissan, when we say من أول ما اتعملت, it's all about dare to do what others don't dare to.
وتحدي المألوف.
فعملنا campaign. We invited real الكلام ده بقاله 7-8 سنين، أكتر من 8 سنين. حوالي 7 أو 6 بنات شابات في السعودية. السيدات دول جم على أساس إن هم معزومين ومدعوين من نيسان ليبدأوا تعليم قيادة وياخدوا الرخصة. كانت المفاجأة ليهم إن أول حد جاي يدربهم كان actually يا الأب يا الزوج يا الأخ يا الابن. Here you go.
Their parents, their own
Their family, someone who supported them.
I'm getting goosebumps.
Exactly. فلما تشوفي الرياكشن والفرحة اللي فيهم إن بابا زوجي etc that
oh my god
is the
I'm getting emotional.
هي دي الhuman. It's all about
because that's how we all learned how to drive.
Exactly. They didn't get the chance.
بابا بالسر كان يسوقنا بالصحراء.
طبعا of course. وفي السعودية طول عمرنا بنشوفها. فالفكرة إن it's all about وما جبتش بقى إن نيسان أعظم عربية I don't need to. I've shown the people the fact that we defy. By the way, defy ordinary was not even communicated by that time. But it's in our DNA. نتحدى المألوف. المألوف إنك أنت بتروحي في instructor بياخدك بيعمل لك كورس etc أو بتاخدك مدربة. بس المفاجأة كانت في ده. وبيزد on it قدمنا أعتقد برضو الأرقام مش متأكد منها أو مش على الذاكرة بس أعتقد حوالي 1000 رخصة قيادة للسيدات في المملكة.
So you covered, like you sponsored.
We sponsored
nice.
license.
Walking
discounts and so on tactical, which is normal from marketing.
ما هو
بمشي
أنت
full funnel.
بتمشي بالضبط.
خدته من الemotion all the way till the conversion والحمد لله. We've been very successful on that front.
لا أنا بعدني عم دمع.
Here you go. عندنا حاجات مضحكة. عندنا حاجات مضحكة أبداً. عندنا حاجات مضحكة كمان.
It's very nice صراحة. يعني أنا يمكن ما كنت بالاريا، أنا كنت بالصين بهيدي الفترة. I do remember the bint campaign. Yes هلا اتذكرتها بس أنت قلتها. بس this one the part that the father and the husband and the brother are coming to teach their daughters it's beautiful and جد يعني whoever came up with that idea is a genius honestly.
Alhamdulillah we're pushing toward those feelings.
Amazing.
To me that's like when marketing really strikes, you know, when it's based on a proper insight. مش بريف أي كلام ويلا نطلع ونعمل viral.
مش بس يلا شوفوا سيارتي حلوة يعني.
لا it's based on
هرجع
something
تاني
deep.
نفس اللي عملناه في كوفيد. كان كله في البانيك مود that what's happening, the industry is down,
unprecedented,
right? Unprecedented times.
في uncertainty كان
don't come to our showroom. We launched a campaign saying stay at home, stay safe. Empty roads, سميناها empty ode to empty roads. And the roads are empty. Stay home. لأن at the same time we care about you. لما بتخلص الwave في الآخر كل حاجة ليها change. When the wave or whatever the situation pass, they will recall you as a brand.
صح.
And I'm a big believer that if you build a brand, I'm very proud that I'm working with a brand that is that powerful. In
it's human-centric.
It's human-centric. Exactly. خلاص. Automatically you would go.
وباي ديفولت لما بتقول للكاستمر اقعد بالبيت انت بتقول للتيم تبعك كمان اقعد بالبيت لانه صحتك بتهمنا يعني. كمان حرام انه التيم تبعكم يطلع يمرض او يصير معه شيء بعد الشر يعني عن قلبهم وهيك. طيب هلا we're gonna switch to شوي less sensitive topic, a more technical topic. بس حاعطي المايك المايك already عندك.
المايك عندي. الو
على موضوع التكنولوجي.
نحكي على الايفيز.
sure.
هاي الاشياء.
So maybe
it's a thing happening.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe car guy to car guy we can talk about.
Exactly. أنا خليني عم ببكي هلا
sure.
What is your opinion on EVs? In general,
it's a reality.
Yeah.
In general, مش بحكي كنيسان. Of course, everything I'm saying is just me as Hossam as a marketer. But EVs is a reality. But it's more of a reality in some markets like Nordics, the Northern European countries, versus us in GCC, versus China, versus Japan.
In China, it's very strong.
It is. But China كمان is a world on its own.
It's a world on its own. وخاصة كمان إنه هيدي إنسايد داخلية لأنه أنا كنت عايشة هونيك. Up until 2019, it was very hard and very expensive to get your license plate number if you want to buy a regular car.
Okay.
بس هيدي مثلا بهانجو where I used to live لأنه they wanted to empower and هيدا مش موضوع environment والfumes والكذا والهاي. To empower EV sector, what they did is, if you go and buy an electric car, you get the license plate immediately for free.
There you go.
دغري تستلم سيارتك
Incentives.
وتمشي بدل ما تقعد تنطر 6 أشهر لتطلع رخصة السيارة تقدر
Norway is
تسوقها.
like that. Norway has
You can't.
يعني
In some countries,
if
you
it's
can't.
not an EV, good luck. يعني good luck even getting a
هلا
parking
مثلا
spot.
بلبنان نحن عنا العكس. بلبنان معنا كهرباء نشرب السيارة.
هي again it's part of the challenge.
But surprisingly this year I saw some EVs.
هتلاقي بس
Because
هو
it's also
كمان
cheap to buy second hand.
ايه بس I mean
هي دي
انه
excellent
ككونتري
market
كهول ما
yeah.
في الانفراستراكشر is not available for that. يعني
حلو قوي البوينت اللي
مش مثل بالصين انت اذا معك اي بايك او اذا معك سياره كهرباء wherever you park there's a plug. There's a plug you pay two كواي يعني 1 درهم per hour.
عالم آخر.
حتى تبع البايك يعني بيطلعوا لك السلك من شباك البيت يعني.
for sure. Going back, I think an EV is a
inevitable
part inevitable.
it's in the name EV also
صح exactly smart.
He's coming from branding
right?
he comes from brand
of course.
advertising.
بس in reality I think كمان ان احنا we need to take it with a pinch of salt and we cannot just spray and pray. It's not there for every market around the world now immediate يلا. The reality is there is spacing. There is countries that's humongous for you to cover with the charging network. It's not that easy.
مثل السعودية مثلا.
It's not that easy.
مصر.
The governments بالضبط. The governments are investing. The private sector is investing. فمحتاجة time to pace. فدي أول حاجة from an infrastructure. Which is one of the things that we at Nissan عشان نجيب ال EVs to the region we are taking our time and we don't just
which
want
you're
to sell
planning to do
eventually but we are not planning to just launch a car. Now we just want to launch a car we could have just launched a car at certain point of time before the recent
لأنه بيقدر ساعتها أي حدا بدي يجيب يركب
بالضبط
هيدا
كده
عند البيت.
وإحنا كنا نيسان we were the number one EV sellers globally as a brand. بس كمان ما حبيناش ان احنا we just يلا bring EVs. ف personally انا بحس ان it has to be paced. It has to be done with an ecosystem that goes with it.
صح.
Application, في charge, network, consolidation للاجريجيتورز.
اصلا الطرقات اذا بتسمح كمان اذا الطرقات كبيره
واذا it's efficient اصلا. Most of our roads in the GCC is highways.
مع الحراره والشوب والهيك
exactly مع الحر
والافشنسي اصلا بتاعت البطاريه drops.
فالتكنولوجي is growing. احنا we're investing a lot on solid state batteries new technology in batteries عشان نقلل التشارج نعمل longer range etc بس كمان the customer بيحاسب في الاخر خالص انا بعمل investment ده
صح.
هل هو it will give me what I'm looking for or maybe in few years.
عم بتخيل انا هلا انت عم تحكي تخيل لو انا معي سياره كهرباء مثلا فور اكزامبل
وقطعتك بنص الطريق
وقطعتني وانا رايحه مثلا على الصخره
that's everyone's fear.
بس مثلا انا قاعده متخيل يكون في باور
ده
بانك
ليها اسم range anxiety. There is a name for it.
range anxiety. باور بانك مثل التليفون يعني
there is Cafu by the way هنا in the region they have
they're doing
they
that.
are doing
wow.
that.
Okay, this is not a sponsored Cafu.
It's not. ما فيش براند نحكي عليه sponsored right exactly. ففي دلوقتي this solution is there بس كمان في الشارجينج سبيدز بدأنا بالأول كان في 22 كيلو وات و8 كيلو وات الشارجرز بتاعت البيت دلوقتي في 1000 كيلو وات per hour
بنص ساعة بتعبي السيارة
ما فيش 10 minutes
كمان
you go to 80% but these are not good for the battery if you do it
مع النيو باتريز بقى عادي
والله
يعني في new types of batteries it's fine بس الفكرة كمان إن في حاجات تانية it's not only about the range
هي كمان في البيهيفير تبع الشخص قديش بيطلع قديش بيروح قديش بيجي إذا شغله كله سيارة وسواقة أو ما في كمان يقعد ينطر السيارة تعبي وكذا إنه البنزين بنعبيه بدقيقة ونضلنا طالعين
أقول حاجة إحنا كمان بنفكر فيها إن هي it's not only about the car is part of a mobility ecosystem. It helps me to be mobile from point A to point B. بس كمان في a lot of other attributes that makes me end up choosing sports cars مثلا. في sports cars we are seeing this in lots of other brands بيستخدموا ال EV أو الهايبريد to actually accelerate boost power. It's not for the sustainability
ولا إنه يكون friendly ولا
it's purely
and that for me is a wonderful play يعني أنا I'd love an electric boost because turbos take time to spool and خلاص
وفي lots of technologies
exactly
بس بقى في solutions I think كمان إن حتى البنزين يكون efficient
Yes.
و sustainable أو مش sustainable يعني
إنه
eco friendly less harmful
مم.
كمان ال sources of the electricity لما بشحن هل هي sustainable solution ولا هو
هيدا كمان في debate عليها in
طبعاً.
general whether EVs are actually really sustainable or not. مثل مواضيع تانية كمان بموضوع ال sustainability ولا مثل veganism مثل كذا مثل هاي إنه يعني مثلا أنا from a food perspective
There's a bit of a hype around it.
الاشياء اللي بتكون هيدي a vegan meat ما vegan meat هاي انا for me you wanna be vegan eat from a plant not from a plant يعني eat a plant not من مصنع لانه انت بالنهايه المصنع كمان عم بيعمل carbon footprint وكمان عم بيصنع وبلاستيك
took me a while to process that.
eat a plant بس not من مصنع يعني
not from a
literally
plant I like
بس انه كمان نفس الشيء في conversations دائما بشوفها بتصير على موضوع electric vehicles انه are they really sustainable is that industry long term عن جد eco friendly لانه at the end of the day عم بيستهلك كهرباء كيف عم يعملوها generation
في حاجات كتير الباتري نفسها
حتى
بتتعمل
التصنيع
إزاي؟
الباتري
تصنيع
نفسها
الباتري
is it recyclable is it
في
biodegradable
أنا I'll be very frank I'm not the product expert بس I'm a car guy personally from
بدنا
my
كتير technical
بس I'll tell
بس
you
it's very important
it
for
is
us marketeers as well
and
to
as
understand
customers واحنا as marketeers we educate the customers
مليون بالمية.
لو انا هعمل product that is directed نرجع بقى لاول الحلقه خالص لما بدينا نحكي على الكاستمر and the product that I'm offering you meets your needs لو your needs is sustainability I need to educate you that my car is the product that offers you the sustainable solution end to end من التصنيع للinception حتى
It's not just carbon free the car itself. It's the whole manufacturing.
the whole
and,
ecosystem.
it's not just the fuel consumption part
Exactly. وأكون as transparent as possible about the data and the fact that I'm sharing with the customers to build the trust.
I am so looking forward to see صراحة when Nissan launches EV in the region
إن شاء الله.
كيف رح يكون الناريتيف والcommunication
Another part of the culture.
يعني it's gonna be a different بالضبط لأنه نحن معودين على نيسان الباترول الباثفايندر والمايكرا والسوني وال I'm really interested to see how you will be doing this from a marketing perspective as a marketer and as a consumer of the product.
Hopefully you guys gonna like it.
إن شاء الله.
So it's coming.
إن شاء الله.
هلا يعني أكيد it's coming يعني ما فينا نقول the word I don't like the word trend that much
إحنا we've
anyway.
shown by the way we've shown our EVs in Expo 2020 over here. We've shown our Aria.
I've recently seen an advertising campaign of Micra electric Micra.
The Micra is coming as well. بس مش بحكي على region. Micra is being launched in Europe
as an electric vehicle.
as an EV.
بس قديش كيوت لأنه كمان حلو الديزاين عمل له uplift للديزاين.
It's a beautiful car.
I love
I've seen it.
it.
It's a beautiful car.
الاريا is also a design language. أنا ما بس
الاريا by the way yes
هي زي يعني the new Murano is carrying the Aria design language.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
الاريا it's a full on design concept that came to reality. Everything is Japanese inspired. The light, the patterns inside it, the floating.
It was very heck.
I've driven the car. It's a masterpiece.
This is very nice to know صراحة هلا إنه صح كتير حكينا أشياء technical بس حبيت كمان the way you were talking about the human-centric part. I really love the women in Saudi driving campaign. بس يعني I would like to understand from you what's next غير ال EVs for Nissan as a brand.
It's a very very good question. إحنا for us as Nissan as a brand, of course we always have our own MTP, our midterm plans, our long-term plans. We have our ARC, which is the plan until 2026. We as the Nissan in the Middle East, we're really focused to be an integral part of it. Maybe the whole GCC region or Middle East region in totality is not that big in volumes
overall,
in comparison to China or US. But كمان the products that we are offering is very important to the brand which is where we are playing a critical role. وبعد ال 26 we are also going toward the vision 2030 of Nissan and how we are
related to Saudi vision.
No. It's
okay.
It's in
again
it takes in consideration all the visions of the key markets around the world, which include Saudi and UAE, Kuwait and Qatar and the full region.
واي بلد بالجي سي سي اكثر شيء بتحس انه نيسان قويه فيها از براند؟ هذا هيك سؤال هلا خطر على بالي.
احنا اقوياء في كل الماركتس.
لا في الا ما يكون بتقول مثلا انه we're doing way better in this
based on market share or based on brand
the brand perspective اكثر لانه كثير عم نحكي عن موضوع انه نيسان هاوس ريتد.
honestly هرجع تاني again to the customer.
عفوا
to the customer. I go back again to the customer. Then again if I look into it you will see this clashes online between the Patrol lovers and the competition, the GTR lovers.
مثل
and the
الايفون
competition.
واندرويد.
Exactly.
No.
فagain وبراند is كمان how to measure the brand دي فيها حلقات. Right? Whether it's on equity.
نعمل حلقة
Thank
شو
you.
كامل عن نيسان.
Exactly. مش على نيسان كمان بس أنا بحكي كمان from a brand perspective. The value of the who decides the value of the brand? Again, there is the financials, etc. etc. But there is love. If I tell you that Badr I like you, I love you أو ثريا إحنا طلعنا جيران. Exactly. أكيد بنحب بعض. بس قصدي إن حتى لو أنا بقول مثلا إن أنا بحبك أو أنا بحبك, how do you measure it? For the love to the brand is not something that it's that easy to measure. لكن what I know for a fact, because again you study, there is
research.
معروف يا qualitative يا quantitative. سواء qualitative or quantitative, what I know for a fact that the people love Nissan in the region.
حلو. في ثقة هيدي بين
Big time. And I'll tell you, and I have pictures من the 1950s for our partners in the region with the Patrol and the Datsun and old Datsun next to it, and few tires. I'll send you those.
We need to add them as it
Hey, you can, and you see the people standing with pride in front of them, and we have that all around the region, and we're very, very proud. And you hear the stories. I don't need to tell you. You hear the stories from everyone. Nissan Patrol. Go around.
لا هي معروفة.
طب أنا عندي سؤال هلا, because I think it's on my mind and maybe on a lot of people's minds. Is it Patrol or Patrol?
حلوة. I personally believe it's Patrol.
Patrol.
أنا personally I believe.
What does the brand?
مش Patrol. هي بتيجي هي في ناس بتقول لك إن هي جاية من patrolling. Again, I think one of my media friends asked me the question before, وجبت له فيديو لريتشارد هاموند لما كان بيسابق هنا قدامنا الناحية التانية في شارع الشيخ زايد مع باترول وبوجاتي. And the race happened. He said something about it. I don't remember. He said Patrol or Patrol.
Okay.
The best references.
خلاص, you took
He's
that.
a British guy. I personally I believe it's Patrol.
Okay.
بس Patrol it's the same.
بس الكلتشر اللي بنقول باترول. طب هي مايكرا أو ميكرا؟
لا مايكرا.
Okay, from Micra.
Yeah.
From mini car.
Micra. Yeah,
small
for
car.
sure.
طيب, I do have one last question. إلا إذا بدر عندك أي question خطر ببالك.
I was just curious about the GTR. I read that it's making a comeback.
الشباب كيف بحبوا أساساً.
I've seen the concept car that we've seen that we've released. Actually, we had it here in Jitex last year. We brought the car. It's a concept. Whether we will see it in the future or no, this is in the hands of the company to announce at the right time.
Okay.
ما بده يخبرنا. شكله عارف.
The reality is we have a vision of how we see the future of such a car. That's very important to me.
Maybe it will come back as an EV.
ممكن.
Could be a Halo EV.
You never know with the technology and everything that's happening. يعني عم نشوف driverless cars و self parking.
Yeah, for sure.
You never know what's gonna come up next.
There is lots of customers to satisfy.
Exactly. خاصة بهاي المنطقة وفي purchasing.
Whether this on EVs أو fuel أو حتى diesel, there is a customer for. There is different tastes.
مزبوط. I do have one final question before we wrap up the episode. What is your one word of advice for the marketing community or for whoever is watching this show?
Okay. I love that.
One word or one statement?
Make sure that you humanize the brand. Think of a brand as a human. أنا personally, I'm a big believer of that. في كل البراندز that I work with, not only with Nissan. وكمان make the brand as a human. Let the people think of the brand. When I think of a brand, he's cute, he's masculine, he's whatever, but he أو she كمان حسب البراند. بس humanize the brand.
مثل في عالم تعطي أسماء لسيارات.
I do that.
عن جد؟
I do that.
بتذكر رفيقتي بالزمانات كان مسمي سيارتها فطوم.
أنا my last car was. أنا my last car كانت the one before now. It was an Infiniti my Patrol, but another one Infiniti Q60 red sport. It was blue and Japanese, very well known for the design. كنت مسميها katana. Right? Like it's the Japanese sword, etc. It's sharp.
Not sure if it's cute.
I mean, it's
like
cute
the
and
fact of
unique.
me.
It's from war.
No, it's
And I
super-
have this relationships with cars. And when I race with the cars on a track or whatsoever, I literally.
you are a racer.
I love racing cars.
انت
I'm
deep
a
into
proper
the car
car guy.
thing. Okay.
Yesterday
You guys,
night I
think
spent
you
3
need-
nights في الجراج تحت. I was fixing stuff in my car.
Oh, wow.
I'm handy with cars. I love cars.
لا برافو لا عشان هيك
we
اتفقنا.
will get on.
البول بدر
become friends.
انزل لي من التامس.
عندك الفك.
ننزل نظبط السيارة مع
Exactly.
بعض. طيب this is our time for the حلقة اليوم.
شرفت.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
this
ليكم.
very
I
interesting
enjoyed it.
conversation. كتير حبيت كل شيء خبرتنا إياه،
شكراً.
كل شيء خبرتنا عن نيسان and yourself of course وعن الأوتوموتيف industry. Thank you بدر
Thank
for
you.
being part of this.
Happy to be here. Thank you.
وأي كلمة أخيرة؟
ولا حاجة شكرا. I really loved the talk with you guys and
Thank you.
I had fun. And that's the most important. وأتمنى إن whoever will see us have the same fun that we had.
Inshallah. Inshallah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning into the 12th episode
you.
of the Marketing Talks podcast. And as usual, if you have any comments or feedback, please leave them in the comments section. See you next time.